Hello, servus, grüezi, and g'day. Tolly here again, talking to you from Telescope. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very detailed cityscape. I'm using a cityscape for a reason, the reason being that it has 3 points of perspective, not just 2. Last video was 2, which is X and Y, and this week I'm going to add a 3rd point of perspective, which is Z. The vanishing points, instead of just being on the page, they are way out there at about 180 degrees away from each other, and of course we can't see that looking straight ahead. Almost with peripheral vision, but the vanishing points are well off the page, and if you're standing in front of a building, then it's way up in the sky. So 3 points, but off the page. So I'll get into narrating that, and then I'll see you after. Okay, blank page of course, and I move around quite a bit. I move the frame around quite a bit when I'm drawing. So here I'm actually going into the fan of the left and right perspective lines. So there's your 2-point perspective, and the 3rd one comes in, and that is your vertical. So your vertical will disappear out of frame at the top. This is quite a slight perspective. It's not really exaggerated. Now here I'm just jumping straight in and blocking out the areas that may be buildings. The hatched areas are the walls of buildings that match. They match the y-axis there. And now for scale, suddenly you see that these objects, these blocks, are actually quite large. So windows and detail really serves to help scale, especially when you throw a person in and he's in there. So adding some detail in here, just with these windows, trying to keep them in line, of course, with the Z vertical axis point, and jumping in and out. I know it happens very quickly when I'm using Photoshop, and it's sped up to 6 times the speed. So this is an hour's drawing reduced to about 10 minutes. So removing some of the lines, and then deciding on details here. I've decided for a bit of a Victorian building in amongst a deep glass and steel cityscape. All the while though, you can see that each of these lines obeys their respective axis, Z or X or Y. I'll go on and on about this, and it's just a matter of repetition, and then you start to get a feel for it. You know that this wall, this facade, is parallel to your Y-axis, so everything on that facade horizontal goes to the Y. And everything on the opposite, or the 90-degree angle side, goes to the X, to the left axis. Now for a bit of guttering work there. Bit of a footpath. Again, both the X and Y's involved. And adding more detail here. So it's developing clearly into a more developed, a more finished piece of artwork, and I intend to tone this up. I would like to do another video concerning the toning up of this piece of work, so that you can see it come to its final fruition. But once again, here we go, Windows, Z, Z, Z. All of those verticals on the windows belong to the Z axis. All the ones horizontal facing to the left. And so from a few simple lines, 3 different points, as long as each of their respective angles and axes are respected in terms of keeping in line with your X, Y, and Z axes, then you can simply make blocks from a grid and then add detail, and you have a cityscape. Lots of repetition in architecture, but it's damn good practice. So adding windows in there, more windows, the beginnings of windows. And just note that I'm working around the drawing. So I started in the center building and then moved my way around. Added windows elsewhere, added details elsewhere, and then came back. Again, all the windows, Z axis, vertical. This is a right-facing wall. All of the horizontals go to the Y axis. A few arches there. And more detail once again. Bit of a change of mind, a correction on the windowsills there, keeping them back in line with the Y axis. And some brickwork detail towards the bottom. And I'll probably add more detail than this. But there you have it. So from a simple grid with 3 points. So thanks for joining me on Cityscape. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it and you want to see more, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. If there's anything you want me to draw, let me know. I hope this has been fun and a little bit educational tutorial. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.